Oh, come on. You look great. Thank you so much for coming on the show. What? I love the hair or the non-hair. What?
The non-hair, it's growing out just a little bit right now. Thank you. I'm loving it too. My man cut it for me last week. I'm like cutting it every 2 weeks.
Is this something you always wanted to do?
Well, yeah, I always wanted to do it. For years I've been talking about cutting my hair, and this whole quarantine and everything made me think like, well, why not now? I'm not going to be on any red carpets. And if I do have to be on something, they always put me in wigs anyways, and the wigs sit better. And so I was just like, yeah, let's just go for it. And I did it online so everybody could see, because I wanted to know what I look like from my head to toe. Like, who am I from head to toe?
Wow.
Every religion talks about knowing thyself. And I know where all my moles are, except for the ones that were on my head. And now I know I got 2 moles on my head, and it's a little wrinkly in the back, and when it's all the way gone, it's very smooth. My head kind of feels like a penis, and that's kind of nice.
Wow.
It's kind of nice.
Okay. I'll take it. I love that.
That might have been too far, but I'm just sharing the knowledge. I'm learning new things about myself every day now that I'm bald-headed.
I know you did stand-up again. I want to say, how did it feel to be in front of a crowd, an audience?
It was amazing. Like the best sex ever. Okay? It was the best. Like, to be in front of that live audience, and granted, everyone had on masks, so you couldn't hear the laughter right away, but you could see it. Everybody get a little squinty eyes when they laugh, and their heads are bobbing and hands are clapping. And so you find new cues to accept. And by the end of it, I felt like a Care Bear. I felt like I was doing like the Care Bear stare, where you're just like, yes, jokes, jokes, jokes.
Everyone's getting beamed out. Oh, I love it.
So amazing.
The last time you were here, we talked about your special Black Mitzvah, and it was right before it came out. And now it is Emmy-nominated Black Mitzvah. So congratulations, you got nominated for an Emmy!
Thank you. It's so awesome to be recognized by my peers. That's like amazing. And the same day that I found out, I felt very grateful. But I went to the mailbox, and there was all these handwritten notes from these foster youth that I've been talking to over the quarantine. I've been Zoom calling with a bunch of foster kids in different group homes. And it was 40 messages, 40 little handwritten notes and cards, and they drew on them and colored them. And that was the best award ever. Like, that was better than anything. And like, when I get down, I just open those up and read them. And it's like, that's better than any trophy I could ever get.
Oh,
to be recognized by, our youth, our future.
Good for you for doing that. It's so cool that you do that. And that's the reward. It's so cool. I love it.
Yeah, it's great.
How has your stand-up changed since the pandemic and obviously the protests and for social justice?
Well, definitely. People are always asking me, Tiffany, what can we do? What can we do to make change? And what I've incorporated in my comedy is something that I think that would work, that would change the systemic racism and the injustices that we all suffer. And I think the key to it is all women just stop having sex. Everyone just close their legs, just shut it down. Men will get, I noticed this happened in history before. Wars have stopped because of this. If every woman just said, that's it, I'm closing my legs until justice is served, until there is change, then things will be great. Now, the Karens will be overwhelmed because they don't want change, right? The Karens want things to stay the same. So the Karens are going to be overwhelmed, and after so long, they're going to be like, look, okay, we got to start voting people. Karens are going to be out there getting people registered to vote. They're going to be talking to Black people, Spanish people. They're going to be talking to Arab. Karens are going to be like, look, I know I was talking crazy a few months ago, but I cannot handle all this sex that I got to do because everybody shut their legs closed. So please register to vote. Please, let's make some change.
Wow, that is the way to do it. That's the way to get some change.
On and on and on. I said, and it's on and